you still like hurting at all?
From what?
Mother's Day?
I don't think I ever hurt. Oh no, yeah. My soles hurt a little bit Monday morning.
I feel like still tense. A little tense, bro.
Damn, you good, bro?
No.
Soy viejo, güey.
I think that's what it is. I'm built different now. More sensitive.
Still.
Made of fucking glass now. I tripped. Or like I stubbed my toe and it's over, bro.
You're in bed for 3 days.
Broken fucking leg, broken femur. Double homicide. Keep going.
Get your shit together.
Keep going.
Oh, thank you for coming to the podcast.
I don't talk like that, bro.
Well, I can't make your voice. Thank you for coming to the podcast. See, I sound like a boy trying to imitate a man.
Oh, that's thanks. So you're a boy.
Compared to you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bitch.
Welcome, guys, to CharroBeans podcast.
Episode 40. Oh, a Mariachi podcast.
A Mariachi podcast.
Episode 46.
We have to remind people this is a mariachi. We have to remind ourselves sometimes that this is a mariachi podcast. Sometimes we be getting derailed a little bit, and then we're like, wait a minute, mariachi, right? What the fuck? Charros, money, in debt, mariachi.
In conclusion,
welcome back to this episode of CharroBeans, a mariachi podcast. It has been it's been at least a week, right, since we had a normal episode. We were here last week with Arturo Vargas. If you haven't checked that out, pretty cool. They actually got on the pod. When I asked him, I was just like trying to see if he'd actually do it. Yeah, because he didn't be like, podcast, what's that? Well, I'm sure he knew what a podcast was, but like I don't know how on the radar we are with people. So like, I'm sure he was like,
he had no idea.
Yeah,
he had no idea. He's just like, no, pues.
Yeah, but he agreed. It's just cool. No, but we had a good time. He was the good thing is that he already had met us for like a whole month, pretty much. He was around us. We had a good relationship with him already. So when I asked him, I would rather him say like, oh, like, yeah, I'll do it because I know who you are, not forced to say it just because like I asked him, like the first day I didn't want to be like, hey, can you do the podcast? And he's like, ¿Qué? So
yeah.
It was pretty cool getting to talk to him. He was very chill. It was cool drinking with him too, dude. The weeks he was here was the most I've ever drank. Yeah, it's because he would give me the shots, like. And like, you're not gonna say no.
We were playing hard to get, bro.
What do you mean?
I remember.
What do you mean?
You were playing hard to get the first time.
Because I kept saying no.
Yeah.
I was like,
you were like,
stop.
You were like, give me, like, después.
Yeah, I kept like putting him on hold, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, ahorita. He's like, nah. And I'm like,
yeah, I'm just looking back, like, do it, bitch.
It's because I really don't drink. So like, when he kept offering me, I'm like, every time I took a shot, I'm like,
see you. You're
nice.
Like, woo.
All right. Nah, but yeah, it was cool. It's cool to hang around with him. I'm glad people watched it. It looked like a lot of people ended up going on there. Yeah. I'm hoping. It seems like the numbers are going up, so more people are becoming at least aware.
I'm just watching it more. Like,
yeah,
I have an autoplay like in the back.
Yeah, and that's really what it's for. You just put us in the background and while you're doing things.
I'm like my cat learning how to turn it off. So. She's like, stop this shit, bro.
She's like, no, none of that shit. Yeah. Like, put on the TV, put some squirrels on, and I'll be happy. But not these folks. But no, it's been a pretty eventful since then. Like you guys said, it was Mother's Day weekend, right? So it was very busy. We are one of many different types of mariachis in the country that were also on this plan, and it's universal, right? So everybody knows what Mother's Day weekend is. So. As we prepared for it, we don't really prepare for it. It's just another weekend, but it's just like you look at the schedule and you're like, "Fuck," it's a lot more than I anticipated, or it's more than a usual weekend. I guess I'll put it at that. But it really is an event for us, like for mariachis. Like it's a whole ass worldly event. Obviously, it's for moms, but
I think for musicians in general, it's like,
Well, who do you get your mom something other than a mariachi for Mother's Day?
I don't think I'll get my mom mariachi just because I feel like, you know, because I feel like playing in all these gigs, it feels overrated or like overdone.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like you see it happen so much, you're like, it doesn't feel special doing it.
Oh,
for
I
her,
see.
You know what I mean?
Oh, like it's like what's the word? It's
You got this, son.
it's like overplayed. You know what I mean? Like it's like a thing.
Something like that.
I guess I don't
like
know.
it's not that it's overdone. It's that you see it so much that yourself that you're like, it doesn't feel special.
You're saying like on Valentine's
'Cause
Day where you get like flowers and chocolate? Like that's just like
yeah,
it's
something
been
like
done.
No, yeah. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
like too basic, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Cliche, something like
Cliche.
that.
That's the word. Cliche.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. I was like, damn, I was like SpongeBob looking. What's his name? Name? No. Yeah, I guess in a way. I mean, for me, it just kind of feels like another long weekend. So, but we missed some stuff with you guys though. Before we get into that Mother's Day weekend, which was, we'll talk about it right now. So if anything, what we can talk about is last week.
Right.
Before Arturo Vargas took off, he only got to play with us like 2 last days, which was Thursday and Friday. And after that, we didn't see him. One of our violinists graduated. Congratulations to him.
Congratulations, boy.
Oh, round of applause. Yeah. So he graduated. So he wasn't able to come with us on that Saturday. And Arturo Vargas was going to go there to see his nephew, obviously, graduate. Same thing with Don Luis, who's his dad. So we were missing some people at that gig.
Don Miguel too, right?
Don Miguel too. He was like, "Oh, I have a party in New Mexico."
Basically, nos dieron golpe de estado because
all of us were gonna miss.
You were gonna miss.
I was
too.
gonna miss at 1.2, but I ended up having to go.
At one point, it was just me, Arturo, and Saul.
Like 3 people.
Just there, like, bueno.
de los ocho que quedaban,
Yeah.
and that's usually because I don't like missing time. I'd rather just not, Unless it's a specific, I try to take off like a Thursday or Friday, like a planta, but like on Saturday, I understand like to get people like to cover for you is harder, right? Because I mean, I'm not a great player or anything, but like I know this many songs, so like that's what's gonna be expected of the person that comes in. So it's like when you don't know, and then that person's struggling, and then say they play and they're like, bro, never invite me again. That shit was fucking. I knew like 10% of those songs,
Yeah.
So and then it looks bad on you too, because like the group looks bad, so they don't know the song. So I just don't like missing time. It's fine. It fucking sucks, it's rough. But that Saturday, no, he was there that Friday. We had some friends come out to the restaurant and stuff like that. He took a lot of videos of us playing and stuff like that with Arturo Vargas, because he did a lot of talón that day. We had 2 camaradas come out, and they just kept paying for like
songs that he sang.
Songs that he sang. He was just like, what did he sing at the end? He sang A Mi Manera. He sang Cielo Rojo, Motivos, Pastor. He was asking for all these songs that Arturo Vargas sings. Obviously, he wanted to watch him sing. We're like, fuck, not us. Don't even think about it. We're like, Arturo's like, fuck. Or like Saul goes up to the singer, he's like, no, not you. I want the other one.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I mean, it was mostly like his show at the end, really.
Yeah, I didn't mind though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I'm just playing, it's whatever. And then it was funny though, because one of those videos they got, what is it, taped or
it was like a
recorded.
Recorded.
Yeah, it was like so from the back. I was recorded from like the back, right?
Yeah.
So this person was recording, and you could see me from the back, but right now I got these luscious curls right now, so like my hair looks long, right? And I don't really do anything to it. I don't want to do the ponytail. I don't really like ponytail. I feel like I would look like a samurai or something.
You look like something that I'm not gonna say, but yeah.
Okay. And then so I never liked that look, so I just kind of have it like right now it kind of looks like a mop. like a mop, before you wet it, and it's just like all there. So they were recording me from the back, and it was posted on Facebook. And then what happened was there was one guy. It started with one guy. It was like an older cat from like Mexico or something like that. and he was like, esa muchacha no debe de tener pantalón de charro, debe de tener una falda de charro.
Yeah.
And like for a second, like I thought he was kidding, but then I realized like he was dead ass. Like I think he thought I was a chick. I mean, even I didn't know if my beard, like my facial hair, gave it away, bro. But like there was points in the video where I would look over, you know, and you could see a whole ass mustache, you know. So it's like, ay, wait, está fea. You know, unless he never saw that, you know.
Yeah.
But it was funny because like when that comment it came up, I was like, I was going through Facebook and I saw it and I was like, no mames. I was like, soy vato, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a whole ass dude, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it was very, cause the way he said it too, you know, he's like, you know, that girl should se vería mucho más bonita, like with a dress on, you know, como debe ser or whatever. And I'm like, this dude thinks you're hot, you know.
That's because that's what I said. Like I thought he was playing at first, but then I realized like he dead ass thought I was a girl. So that means that 1 second of him looking over that video, at one point he was like, "Damn, that ass is fat," you know. You know,
he really was.
So, because I mean, like my pants are tight, right, and that's because my ass is fat. So like he was looking at it, so that means that at one point he thought I was a chick, right? So he had to be like, "Damn, like it would look better in a skirt," you know what I mean? So I was just thinking like, okay, like thank you, I'm flattered, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like soy vato, you know. Yeah. And it's funny because I showed my wife that comment. I showed it to her and I was like, look, this motherfucker really thought that I was like a chick. Like, look at it.
Yeah.
And she looked at it and she kind of took it a different way. She was like, well, why is he even telling her that she should wear like falda de char, like the falda, that she has to wear that. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah. So then I got me thinking and I was like, that's true. You know what I mean? Like
I had to go out of his way to tell someone how they should dress.
Right? And I think we're this is my personal opinion. If you don't agree, well, fuck you. But my personal opinion is like, who are we to say like what a chick should wear nowadays? Like, because the way I look at it is, I've seen groups where like girls will full on wear, you know, pants. You know what I mean? It could be a style thing. It could be a comfort thing, or maybe they just feel comfortable in themselves that they want to wear pants. Like, if I was a chick and I was like, I didn't want to wear a skirt, I want to wear some pants. Like, who's gonna tell me that I can't wear pants? You know what I mean? I get it. You know, it's traditional. It's traditional that the girls should wear this and that. But like, nobody's telling the guys anything. You know what I mean? Some dudes be looking rough as hell, but nobody tells them shit. You know. But like when it's a girl, then it's like, no, you have to wear a skirt. No, you know that. So that's the thing that kind of took me back. Is like, my wife was like that, and she used to play mariachi, right? Not so much now, but she was like, that's true. Like, why? Who is he to say? And I was like, well, that's true. It's mostly all these traditionalists and stuff like that. But I feel like nowadays a lot of shit is changing. You know,
I don't think it's traditionalists. I just think it's people that they in somewhere in their head they think that they know how things should be. You know.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're like, I have this ego, or like this kind of like, I feel like it's my responsibility to like tell people how they should live their life. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, like, you're not in a big group. Like I saw your profile. You know, like you ain't shit either. Like, who are you to be saying that?
Oh,
shit?
and it's funny because like they always. It's kind of like you said with the whole ego thing. Like, it's like, yeah, like, okay. Like, if you were, like, in this top, even then, like, but if you were, like, in this top mariachi and you knew your shit and this and that. But like you said, you look at his profile pictures, he's just a dude. Like, I'm like, you're in the same position as me, man. Or the same position that, like, a girl mariachi would be in as well. You're out there playing for money, playing gigs. So it's like, bro, I'm going to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? If I was wearing a falda that night, you know what I mean? They would tell me the same thing. They would be like, that dude should be wearing some pants. I'm like, fuck you. I want to wear a falda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't know my life. You know what I mean?
That breeze feels good, bro. Like,
you know, for real, right? You think I don't like that slight breeze to go up my skirt? I like that. You know, it makes all my leg hair kind of go like that.
Excuse me?
It'd be like a field of grass. You know, I like that. Now I'm thinking about it.
Oh shit! You're like measuring yourself.
Like, and it's always the comments that tell me like it's always like someone that says like, "Es mi humilde opinión." Like it's my humble opinion that this should be. I'm like, For first of all, you should just take off humble from the beginning of that sentence. You know, it's not humilde anymore if you're just gonna critique someone. You know, in that way. You know, because I can take constructive criticism. You know, because at that point, when it's constructive, it's like they're telling you so that way you can.
Yeah,
you can improve.
Like if you're struggling with something, it's like okay,
right. But then when it's just a comment like, "No, you shouldn't be wearing pants." Like as a woman, you should wear a skirt. Like fuck you. Like I could wear nothing. I don't give a fuck. Like I could wear whatever I want. You know, as a male or a male. You know what I mean?
It's always for the most part, it's always the guy that ain't shit. Cause like I said, like I looked at the guy's profile. You know, like I saw. You know, I think he had like a base Toda rasguñado, and it's like.
There you go. Know, I was like, I'm like, clean your fucking boots first, and then maybe you can tell me something, right?
Yeah, and then like it happens to everyone. Like how do I should bring this up? I mean, you can cut it out, right?
Yeah.
Like with Arturo Vargas thing.
What?
On the pod, someone commented like,
"Oh yeah."
Oh, what they say?
They said, yeah. So when I released the podcast with Arturo Vargas, there was a comment that said,
it said like, you know, his voice is off the hook.
Yeah, like his voice is great.
His playing is peculiar.
He said he said a word. He said something about his playing.
But he's saying that he's not like que toca curioso, something like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, something like that, right?
And I'm like, are you Mariachi Vargas, bro?
Yeah, like
you know, like because he's commenting that on like a platform where everyone's gonna see.
Where everybody's gonna see, and I see that all the time, dude. I see that in any mariachi video, like especially if someone like makes a mistake. I mean, I used to look up a bunch of
or if it's like you know how sometimes they'll put like an English song or it'll be like a different genre type of song.
Yeah.
And they're like, el mariachi ya no es lo que era, or they're like say some bullshit like.
It's because the way I feel is like obviously everybody is gonna have an opinion. I get that. Like for me, Arturo Vargas wasn't the greatest guitar player that I've ever seen in my life, right? I got to play with him. I'm very humbled that I got to play with him, that he played with us, he sang with us, you know what I mean? But he's not my favorite guitar player, right? I can say that, you know, that I have other guitar players that I prefer, you know.
But he is good.
But he's good. He's got good enough to be in Mariachi Vargas at Tecalitlan, you know, which is something that none of us can say.
And like from playing with him, I mean, he's got a round.
Let it out. How do you
like está preparado, you know, like
he knows his shit.
I've seen him play, like he's played a little bit of clásico, requintea, you know, se acopla bien contigo, you know, like
like he knows how to mix the sounds.
He gets the job done.
Yeah,
and I mean,
exactly.
He doesn't sound bad in my opinion.
Yeah. And that's the thing that gets me, because it's always those people like that say like es mi opinión, es mi humilde opinión. And it's like, no, it's not. Because that same comment that like on the thing about the skirt, I looked at his profile pictures, like, because I was going to roast him. Because what people don't understand is
I remember that.
I have all this, like, I know how to roast you pretty hard. So then I went into his profile pictures. I slid over like 3 slides of his profile pictures. And I saw one that was like, you know those like graphics where they have like a saying?
Yeah.
A lot of Mexicans have those as their profile pictures. It's just like a saying. And it's something like that. It was like, ser humilde es la cosa más importante del mundo. Like being humble is the most like important thing in this world because we're all the same or some shit like that. So like I screenshotted that and then I put it on the comments. I was like, "This is you, bro?" Like, like, you sure? You know. But it's just comments like that gets me, because it's like, dude, like we're all if we're not in Mariachi Vargas, Nuevo, Sol, or anything like this, like big groups, we have no right to say.
I mean, in general, like, you know, like who are you to say this is how to live your life?
Exactly.
You know, like,
yeah,
because the big guys don't do it.
Point.
Like, like you never see like, you know, Chugo's man like, yo, this is bad. You know.
Yeah.
He's just like I've heard people like ask guys like them like, hey, what do you think of this? It's like, pues cada quien, you know, like everyone has their own choice.
And that's the best answer. Like cada quien, you know, everybody has their own choice whether or not they want to wear this, do that, sing like this, do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody is gonna have it. So like, you can give constructive criticism, but it's the point where you're just trying to belittle somebody just because like you think you're smarter than them or you know more than them. And it's funny because like the Mariachi community is always gonna be like that, dog. It goes back to the comment that I told you, like, or the saying in Mexico, which is de un mexicano.
¿Qué?
No, el peor enemigo de un mexicano es otro mexicano. So it's like, you know, we are our own worst enemy. You know what I mean? And you
our
know,
own people, bro.
You know, yeah, and it's like people will be quick to shoot you down on something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like something that they're not doing themselves, so they feel the need to tell someone like, "No, this ain't shit.
Yeah.
This is stupid." And it's like, okay, that's fine. It's your humble opinion, right? But it's like you can't tell someone how to live their life. Like, you can't do that, because everybody in the end makes their own decisions, whether or not that's a good decision or bad decision. That's up to them to figure that out later. You know what I mean? But I mean, if I was wearing a skirt that night, fuck it. I wanted to wear a skirt. You know what I mean? Yeah, if anything, my ass would look fatter in that shit because I'd get the one that has like
that's what they got wanted, bro.
Yeah, he was like, that shit would look fine on some fucking in the skirt. You know what I'm saying?
There you go, bro. Like he was like, damn, that ass would look better in a skirt. And then like, I think the person that recorded it was like, oh no, this our friend Sammy.
Yeah,
and then you're like, soy vato, and he's like, oh.
He's like, delete.
Now Jimmy was playing like, damn, está bien buena. He's like, oh, it's a guy. Oh, está bien bueno. Like
it's like he comes up to me, and like he's just like, damn, what's up, girl? I'm like, okay, okay. Like, ay, güey, que me llamo Sammy.
He's like,
oh man, no, I just wanted to address that because like really it didn't bother me because it's like, dude, like that's fine. You can feel that way, but at the end of the day, I'm like, I told you, like I have a life outside of mariachi, right? Like I like my hair like right now because it's like outside of their mariachi. Like I hit it. It sucks in mariachi because like I don't know what to do with it at this point. But it's like I have a life outside of here. Like I'm not gonna conform to everything. Like if I want to come like looking like this, well, I'm sorry, but that's just what I'm gonna do. But who are you to tell me? Like most of the time, if you're fucking balding and telling me comments about my hair,
oh, shit.
It's like I know why you're mad, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, "Te quieres te presto, güey. Yeah. I'll donate it." You know what I mean? I could spare a couple of my hair's inches. Like, here you go. If that's really what this is about, Don't come at me with the fucking thinning hairline, bro. Like, sorry, bro.
Or they got that priest balding spot where you just
the one in the back.
Yeah,
for real. If you look like a San Diego Padre mascot, do not hit me up, bro. But yeah, I just thought that needed to be addressed. That's important. That live your life according to your rules. At the end of the day,
I was looking pretty hard. I was getting food somewhere, and I saw it. I was like, because that was my first thought. Like this guy's checking you out.
Yeah, like, I'm like, damn. All right. I'm like, let's do it then. He's like, excuse me. I'm like, let's go then. Let's go. You and me. What's up?
He's like, fight or like.
He's like, because I'm down either way.
Yeah, both are good in my opinion.
Oh man. So yeah, that was that. I wanted to address that. So Arturo Vargas left us. He's back with. He said something about going back with Mariachi Vargas at Tecalitlán, some shit like that.
Yeah, some group.
He was like, I needed to go back to work. I was like, work?
Apparently they're better. I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah.
Or with a jet.
Right? Es mi humilde opinion. But yeah, we went into Mother's Day head first. Well, before that was Cinco de Mayo, but we kind of talked about it. We don't do anything for Cinco de Mayo unless.
Well, first of all, it was during the week.
It was like on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Or some shit. And really, we don't do shit for that time at all. Anything.
Yeah.
Unless like it fell like on a Thursday or like a Friday, which is our weekends. We only work Thursday through Saturday for sure, and Sunday maybe. Yeah. And that's all dependent on whether or not we get work. But like with Cinco de Mayo, we asked our boss. He's like, ya pasé como 10 horas, güey. Nomás none of you guys would be available. I'm like, well, that's true. Like I didn't even fight it. I was like, yeah. It's because really like I kind of like our schedule. It's just like when you're gonna work. It's kind of like we're scheduled to work from Thursday to Saturday, and from there, it's whatever. But I mean, I saw a lot of people were gigging out there Cinco de Mayo. Congratulations to you guys. I hope that you guys had a good Cinco de Drinko, which is the stupidest fucking thing. But because how do you feel about Cinco de Mayo? It's like, do you celebrate it at all? You're from Mexico.
I'm going through finals, so I'm like, I mean, it's great. We won,
right? Yeah, we won. 1-0.
But I mean, I don't remember it being a big thing when I was in Mexico.
It never really. It isn't. You know what I mean? It's more. It really is like a holiday that was marketed towards like beer sales and like.
I mean, I did see something that it was also because one of the guys that was there or something was from Texas. That helped.
So he brought it back.
Yeah, something like that. Because after that, they called Cinco de Mayo like like Heritage Hispanic something day, like back in the day.
Okay.
So like in the U.S. they obviously reshaped it, and then they're like, let's drink, you know?
Yeah, let's do that. That's what we should
they're
do.
Like,
right
what
now.
do Mexicans do in a party? And they're like, oh, we drink. Okay. And then they tried it, and they're like, yo, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, we're just going to get shit-faced drunk every 5th of May.
Yeah.
Like, 6th of May? No, 5th of May just sounds good, bro. Yeah. Like, write it down. Write it down.
They're like, viva la patria.
They're like, Ciclo Drinko.
Like, viva Benito Juárez. You're like, he wasn't
there. Viva Vicente Fernandez.
Oh, yeah. That's a cool
no. But, yeah, we didn't do anything with Cinco de Mayo. We just kind of went in looking that Mother's Day was going to be our day. To come in full force, ready to go in. We started on Thursday. Still nothing, right? It was just the planta.
Yeah.
What happened there? Nothing?
Oh, we got those flatas. Pretty good.
Oh, yeah. After, right before we were going to finish, Victor looks over to me and is like, hey, you want some food? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, what? He's like, I'm going to get food here, like a seafood shack.
Yeah. It's because I'm tired of fast food, man.
TBH?
I've been eating too much fast food.
TBH, right now, since we were eating a shitload of fast food, you're right. And then we got those flautas that day.
Yeah.
They really did a hit,
bro. I went to sleep like a baby, dude.
Cause like
my ass was in the air. I was like, no, I'm kidding. But,
it's cause he looks over at me. He's like, "You want some flautas, or some food?" And I'm like, "Fuck," cause I told you I had made food that day.
Oh yeah.
And my suegra had packed up some food to give to my wife to bring to the house. So like I had 2 full ass meals at home.
It was like the angel and that devil. And I was the devil. I was like, "Compralas, güey." Like,
yeah, just get the flautas, güey. I'm like, pero tengo comida en la casa. I was like,
pues tienes comida aquí, güey.
It was like literally a situation of hay frijoles en la casa, So I was like, fuck. Like,
and I was like, you bitch, come on, get it.
Come on, get it. And I was like, dude, I couldn't pass up flautas, dude. It's because they're so fucking good. So then we got them, right? And I told you I have an air fryer.
Yeah.
So like I was like, oh shit, I could pop them hoes in the fucking in the fryer, and then they'll be crispy again. So like, and it was funny too, cause like when you were holding both bags of the flautas, so you had one in one hand and one in one hand, and I remember you handed it to me. We were both like, this is kind of light, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, is this gonna be enough?
Yeah. When I grabbed them, I used too much force, cause I expected it to be heavier. So I'm just like. Like, they will things swing.
You're like fucking Captain America when he gets with his powers. He's like, I love it.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know how to control it yet. No, but yeah, like I remember feeling it. I was like, damn, I was like, I'll eat the flautas and I'll eat the one of the meals that I have at home, just so I can like be full. No, dude. Like I got home. I was like, it's cool because like they're all deconstructed. So like, it comes with the flautas and it comes with the coleslaw and the crema and the cheese and the chile and the rice. Everything's separate. So like I got the 2 flautas, popped them in the air fryer.
I'm like, it's even more special because you put it together. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like making your own like puzzle, and then you get to eat the puzzle.
You're like you admire it for like 3 seconds. You're like,
yeah. And I told you when I was like looking at them, like they were all ready. I was all ready to go. I had everything put together, and they came out crispy because of the air fryer. I took a bite, and like, I've never eaten food like, how like people eat food when they're drunk.
Okay.
And they just look like,
oh yeah, they're just enjoying
like
the crap
enjoying
out of
the shit out of them, right? Yeah. I've never done that before, but I imagined like if someone took a video of me eating those flautas that night, bro, that would have been exactly me. Like,
you're just like
the point where you're eating them with your eyes closed. Like they were so delicious, bro. Like. I kind of want some right now. We down to go seafood, right?
No, I'm still.
But yeah, them shits they hit, bro.
Yeah, so we did that Thursday, Friday.
I forgot there's a Mariachi podcast. We were talking about the flautas.
Yeah. Oh, you know what happened? The Friday the last Friday that Arturo Vargas was there.
The last Friday?
Yeah.
Someone
broke like a bottle apparently.
Oh, at the restaurant?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude.
I didn't see it because
it was at the end when we were already done.
Well, I was right next to that table.
Me too. Yeah.
Because I remember I was putting my hand on that table, kind of like leaning,
like
on it,
resting up on it.
And all I hear is like, "Gah!"
Yeah.
And like, I guess I was tired because I had no reaction to it. All I heard was like a shitload of like glass break.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, Monday, And I
¿Cuál otra?
Yeah. I was just like, did my phone fall? Like what's going on?
Yeah, it was this dude. I guess he got mad at his wife, and they both left, like all
Yeah.
mad. And I was like,
yeah,
okay.
because I'm guessing he did like this, right? He was like, God.
Yeah.
And because, like I said, like my back was facing that.
Yeah.
So all I heard was like like something fell. So I was very confused for
like a second or something.
For like a good minute. I was just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then the lady just walked away like como enojada o molesta. And then like the guy just like, God damn it. And then he followed her and I'm like, se compa, está muerto. Like,
no más no avisando.
I'm like, someone sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, they left, so it's whatever.
That was crazy. Anyways.
Saturday, I mean, nothing happened at the planta, bro. It was pretty normal. Oh, we had Joe Frank come out. I forgot about that.
Right.
Shout out Joe Frank. He came out.
Sang a couple songs.
Yeah, he sang a couple songs. I told him, hey, come over, man. It's a good time. And, he didn't eat, though. That's the whole point. We hype up that restaurant's food so much because we want people to eat it so they can understand what we go through. You know? But
we get workers discount, by the way.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, bet. Fuck yeah, we can get some on Thursday, too.
Yeah, because I was like... She was like, "Oh, it's $28." I'm like, "Oh, la chinga, okay." And then she's like, "Oh, wait, you get worker discount." And she's like, "It's $20." I'm like,
yeah, $10 each. Shit, badass. No bad.
Like, me la quemo.
Yeah. So that's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. Not much happened that day.
Nothing probably Friday either, right? It was just packed.
It's just packed. My mom came out. Shout out my mom if she's listening. She came out with my sister and my other little sister, and then my cuñado. They came out to watch us. I guess we never shouted out Jackie. Might as well.
Who?
Jackie.
Who?
Right. I'm like, Jackie. Shout out if she's listening. Probably not. But she came out. Her family. It's because their family likes us, so they come out all the time. Yeah. Nothing really happened.
Which is the usual. It was packed. We played a lot. We could have gone overtime, but we don't.
Yeah. We stopped playing. We have stopped playing like at 12:30 just because it does take time to like take down the system and put all the cables up and everything, and wind down. So like when they used to do it right at 1 a.m., like they were leaving at 1 a.m. So they were turning off the lights at that time. So at least at 12:30 gives us some time to like still be able to see so we can take everything down. You know what I mean? So that's fine too. That's
I did not realize my shirt was that bad. You recording me?
It's
because that suit is just not for me anymore, man.
Yeah, it's that blue suit.
It's just super tight. And then you recorded me walking, and it's because I have no flexibility with that suit. Like,
because you walk like this. Yeah. You walk like a stick figure would.
I walk like a fucking C-3PO. I'm just like...
You walk like Bambi when he was born. Or is it a she? Is Bambi a boy?
It's a guy. Yeah.
Okay, so... Todo pinche,
Yeah. It's hard. Like, I have no mobility.
Yeah, you can't bend your knees.
If I drop something, I take it on. Like,
right? I'm just going to leave it there. Fuck it. It's not important.
Only the strongest move on. I'm like, I'm sorry, little one.
I'm sorry, little one. Lela came out at the end of the night, too. She's in a shout out. She, like, showed up for a charger.
Not to see us.
Yeah, not to see us, obviously. That's it. And then we went into Mother's Day, man. I saw a lot of people on Facebook. They were all posting about like Mother's Day, like, yeah, make sure to get snacks and this and that. I'm like, do people really prepare for this? Like, it's like a fucking apocalypse or some shit?
They're preparing for war. And then other people were like, good luck out there. Like, be safe. I'm like, what's going on? Like,
it's like, is it World War III? Are people being shipped out that I don't know?
I'm like...
They're over there saying their goodbyes, like, Mom, I'll be back on Tuesday.
But I mean, some people have been working. Apparently,
that's true. Yeah.
Like Cynthia has been working all week. That's what she told me. That's cool.
That's a lot of work, man. Maybe I'm just not built the same anymore because at the end of this weekend, I was dead. Like, I died. Like, straight up, I just died. Like, the bottom of my feet in general saying charon. You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
So they start getting a little bit more puffed up. Like, I felt pregnant. You know how pregnant women, se les hinchan los pies? I felt like that.
Oh,
like, I felt like when you cook a biscuit, you know how it expands? That's basically what happened. Except they were my calves and my fucking toes and todo. They didn't, my feet weren't cute anymore, basically. They like a little puffy. Not that they are cute. Right now, you want some? You're like moving on.
I don't know how to though. Like, I'm like looking for a topic. No, people have been working a lot, and like I said, there's a lot of work up here. So I mean,
and everybody's been working.
Yeah, I mean, I kept getting like invited to play, but I'm like, I don't have a car. You know,
they called you.
Yeah, and I have finals. It was finals week.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah.
So I'm like, it was either that I either had to study and take a test, or like I don't have a car. You know? So I'm just like, I'm sorry. But yeah. You're
like, que no chingao.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry because it makes me feel that porque me quemo también, you know.
Yeah.
Because I've said no like a good chunk of this week, and I'm like, fuck, me va a quemar, you know what I mean?
No, they'll still hit you up regardless, though. They always need a base.
I'm like, no.
Right? They look at your name in their phone like, disgusted right now. Just fucking throw their phone.
They just call the next guy. I'm like, they just skip me. That's what I'm
They call me now. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, they give out your number.
Oh, bad.
Because
I didn't get any calls.
There was on Cinco de Mayo, I think they called me for like, I think it's like 4 hours. Con Michoacan. But I was like, they needed a b-ball player and a bass player. Oh. So I'm like, if Sammy goes, I'll go. Because he can pick me up. But they said they started like at 2. So I'm like, fuck. Like, she's at work, you're at work.
I'm at work, yeah.
So I'm like, Nemo.
I don't know. I mean, like, I'm fine with the schedule we had. Like, we started on Saturday, and I mean, we didn't have that much. I don't think we had too much work, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
it wasn't bad.
We played like, what, 8 hours, 9 hours on Saturday? I don't remember the total number of hours, but we started like, we didn't start early in the morning. It's because we're not like the type of group that does like serenades. You know what I mean?
I don't think any group does serenades.
Like, no, they do that now, dude. Because like my little sister, the group that they were playing in, they started like she was up at 4 or 5 in the morning, like ready to go, like for serenades.
But those were smaller groups, no? Or like starting groups.
Well, yeah, but I'm thinking about the groups down there in Austin, San Antonio too. Like,
I've never played.
A lot of them do serenades. Like they live off of those serenades, so they're just going back and forth and going.
Because I can see why like new groups or like starting groups that would do that. Because I mean, clients are like, oh, that's cheap, you know, and it's like.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, yeah, a client would most rather pay like $250 or $300 for like a serenade as opposed to like a whole hour of a mariachi. You know what I mean? And that's why we mostly work hours, not so much serenades, because we didn't do one serenade this Saturday at all. The serenades that we did on Sunday were all for this church. This church always hires us, and we play they have like 4 separate churches, so we go to each one and kind of like play for all the moms as they're walking out of church. So that was it. But everything after that was just hours. Yeah. Like we work off of hours. But I'm just saying, like, in general, because I saw people up like at 4 or 5 in the morning, you know what I mean? And I'm just thinking like, fuck, I would hate to be a mom at that point, dog. Because like, it's Saturday or it's Sunday, like this year, Mother's Day, American Mother's Day was on Sunday. So like, I can't imagine being woken up like at fucking, 5 in the morning. I was like, the one day I don't have to, I'm thinking about like my mom. She's like, the one day that I don't have to wake up to make lunch for my dad, like, and y'all motherfuckers wake me up. Oh, shit. Like at 5 in the morning, like, she's like, fuck yeah, I get to sleep in. And then it's like, dun, 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 dun. And I'm like,
all of the tune to like,
yeah. It's like your kids when they're barely starting off and they're playing somewhere. They're still not that good, you know.
She just went like, chinga.
Yeah. She's like, it's kind of trash, but it's cute.
Yeah.
They're trying, you know.
And intensos lo que cuenta.
Because I'm thinking of back then when we used to play back in Imperial in those days. We started that early too, and I'm thinking like, why were we awake? Why are we waking up poor moms at 6 in the morning? You know, like they're just like sound asleep, and it's like, ding 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 punch punch punch. You know, so it's just I would be pissed, bro. I'd be like, come back like at 12 when I'm awake. You know what I mean? I already slept in.
I had coffee.
I got breakfast in me already. You know, I can enjoy the music as opposed to being like toda legañosa. You know, fucking. You know, I got lagañas on, and I still got my night robe on. Or something like that, you know, I'd be like, what the fuck, you know?
It's just like you. It's just like, I'm all butt naked. You over here like serenando, man. Like,
I come out with just the towel on, like, and like the towel on my head. I'm like, what you doing here? You know, go home. Oh, you know, but
I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. A lot of, like I said, a lot of our gigs were hour based, so we went to a lot of gigs that were just, hour by hour and stuff like that. The first one was like a church, which we accidentally kicked out another group that was already there. Yeah. But they were like a group of there was like a bass and like a guitar, an acoustic guitar. So they weren't a mariachi. They were like musicians.
Group, no?
I don't know, but I think like the person that was the quinceañera or somebody, they double booked or something because they were all ready to go.
I think it was a church because when we walked in, I remember you asking like, "Is it a boda?" And I'm like, "It's a quinceañera," because I could see like the big ass dress, you know. It was a maroon dress. Right. So I was like, okay, and I mean, we should have suspected from the beginning because we were walking in. They're like, "Oh look, they got mariachis," and
the guys that were the musicians looked at us like, "Oh look."
No, like the people because they were outside.
Oh right. Yeah.
They were like, "Oh look, they got mariachis," and I'm pretty sure it was the mom that was like, "Wait a minute," you know,
like there's a whole ass band inside, you know.
And then sure enough, we walk in. There's like the band is there, and then our boss is like, "What you doing here?" You know, like, and then sure enough, he calls I think the mom was the one that
they called somebody. I don't know.
And he's like, ya estamos aquí, quién sabe qué. And then the mom's like, oh, okay, ya llegamos, aquí estoy con la quinceañera. And he's like, she's outside. And she's like, no, aquí está conmigo. So he's like, you know, someone fucked up.
Yeah. Point is, the freaking band left. They were like, fuck this, you know. So I don't know if that's what they said, but they left, right? Yeah. So we're like, damn.
And the other quinceañera, we're
still getting paid though, right? What?
The other quinceañera too.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Because it was another. Because when we walk in, like, I saw the adornos. The adornos inside the church did not match her dress. So I was just like.
And they were wearing a lot of red before. Yeah. So I don't know if that was the other girl's color and she just took off.
So I think the quinceañera we played for was like pink or white.
It was like pink or like with flowers or something. I don't know, something like that.
But yeah.
Purple.
I'm not. We won.
Right? Yeah. I was like, it didn't resort to putazos or anything.
Well, I mean, they were outnumbered, you know. They were that's true. There were like 3 of them, and we're over here like a full group.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we got to play. We still got paid though. Yeah. No, sorry about.
Oh, you know what's funny about that too? Like, el padre se la echó en si bemol.
What do you mean?
Because he was like, our boss was like, "Oh, Ave Maria," right? And then el padre is like, you know, la bendición. He's like, esta misa concluido.
Yeah,
podemos ir en paz.
Right.
And then like he started walking away.
Yeah, he dipped before anything. Like when we played, because we're like, are we playing Ave Maria or?
Yeah.
You know, we're all looking around with our boss. Or,
and our boss is like, tres, cuatro. So we started playing it.
Yeah.
And when we finished, that was the awkwardest part because now it's like all quiet.
Yeah, because he had already left, dude. Like he had gone back to his room or whatever. The padre left, and we're just like, all right, you know, just take off your instrument. Like, all right.
And everybody's like, damos gracias. Tres, cuatro.
Yeah, and we played one more just to kind of like not be awkward. Yeah, because we ended the misa on Ave Maria, so it's like, all right.
This padre was in a hurry wherever he was going.
He's like, I have a reservation. Got to get to dinner.
It's like, gotta go see my mom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe he had stuff planned. You know, who knows? Yeah, and then after that, we went to Tioga. I think we had like a little festival. We went there like 2 years ago. Oh, that was the last time we went there. You got burned. Oh, you still got it. You kind of got
pink.
Yeah, you still got it.
I'm medium rare right now.
Yeah, so like Victor's got this like pretty white skin tone. So like
as you can see.
But he got burned at this place. The last time he went there, we were facing the...
Last time it was 3 hours.
It's because we were facing the sun, too. Like, we were on the side where the sun was facing us.
Well, I think it was earlier. It was like 12 o'clock or like 1 p.m.
Yeah, and there was no tent. The sun
is like right there.
Yeah, so the tent isn't on us or anything. Yeah. You know, it's like literally just the sun. So you came out of there looking like a lobster, bro. Like, you were red. You had a nice shade of red all over. And you kind of got it not as bad this time, you know. So
well,
got it too because it's kind of white.
It was later. It was. I think this gig started like at 4.
Yeah, it's 4 to 6.
So it wasn't as bad. Yeah. But I mean, free food, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you ate like 2 tortas.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I was hungry, dude. I was starving.
I mean, yeah. This was the beginning of Mother's Day, right? So we already knew we were gonna be all weird, all out of whack as far as like meals. I mean, everything I ate that day was QT, which is a gas station. Yeah. So all we ate was gas station food, and like. The gas station food hits the first time, but not like the second, third, and fourth time. Because at that point, like, you're not getting anything nutritious.
There's only so many Doritos I can eat.
Exactly. Right. I've had all the flavors, boss. Yeah. Okay. I've had them all.
I switched it, bro. Like, I put barbecue sauce on my hot dog. It's not the same, you know?
Like, if it changed a little bit of the flavor, I guess, you know, but... Yeah. It's just like it just doesn't hit the same. So
no, yeah. So at that gig, like our manager, oh no, she was like the preparando todo. She was like, oh yeah, get whatever you want on the food, you know, like we'll pay for it.
Oh, right.
And I'm like, bet. So
yeah, they were making this like tortas de milanesa.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And flautas or something like that.
Yeah, I tore that shit up.
Yeah, they were pretty. It was all right.
Yo sí los preparé, bro. I put like all the salsa on it. I put all the crema on it.
Mm-hmm.
My fingers were like...
Oh, yeah, it was very messy. We didn't get any napkins, so I was over here like...
I was like... My finger was over here like...
We're like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very... If someone took a video of that, it would be on Pornhub or something. It would just be...
Excuse me?
Very graphic, you know. It would just be
what?
Like, you know what I'm saying? It would just be kind of sexual in a way. ASMR, maybe? There were a lot of sounds going on where we were eating those tortas, dude. 'Cause we were all like hungry, so we're just like...
Yeah, I was starving, man. Like, cause
man.
I'm platicando, I'm like, I don't got time for that, bro. Like,
yeah.
like
And then you took another one on the way out.
Yeah.
You were like, busted.
Yeah, so it was like, I'm hungry. I'm like, me too.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to get something together?
Yeah. Oh, he got like a potato or some shit. And then nothing else happened at those gigs. We went to like 2 other hours, like house parties. One of them was like for this girl who had a 15. I forgot the other one was. All I remember is that we were watching the Canelo fight on an illegal stream. Don't tell the government. We got like this link and we were all watching it. Like all 4 of us, we all had a different link to watch the fight. It was pretty cool.
It was almost personal, bro. And
it sucked because like as soon as we got off to go to that gig, like in that round was where he knocked him out or whatever.
He didn't knock him out.
No, I meant it was a total. It's ruled a TKO because they couldn't continue the fight. That's what I mean. Like it was right when that was gonna go down. That's when we left, so we couldn't watch that part. It's like we had been watching it the whole time. Like just knock him out already, so we can at least see it. You know.
Oh, there was a mariachi there too.
Mariachi there.
Las Margaritas.
Yeah,
they played really good. I was really surprised.
Yeah,
shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
My friend Erica.
Yeah, shout out.
They were really good.
I know her. I seen her. She came to the restaurant.
Yeah. They were really good.
And so cool for them. Shit, I would do my best to go meet Canelo. Like I would just be like, I need to go to the bathroom, and then just walk into his dressing room like, oh, I thought this was for the mariachis. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
right? Like yeah, real quick. They're like, get the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
They're like, my bad.
That was pretty cool. Cause the last mariachi that played there went viral too. Cause it was like a whole like show, you know.
Yeah, he made the interest like a big deal.
It was very like. Mucha cultura, you know.
Yeah,
and then this time it was all girls, so it was like cultura and girl power.
Yeah, that's cool.
So shout out to Canelo, you know.
Yeah.
Proud.
Yeah. No, Canelo's cool, man. I'm cool with him. I like it because he's also like my height. I'm just way out of shape compared to him.
Except we can kick your ass.
Yeah.
Motherfucker
will fuck me up in Spanish.
like a friend told me like, what we do if like this girl was hitting you and stuff, and it turned out to be like Canelo's girlfriend. I'm like, what can I do? Like this guy can dodge like no one else, you know. Like I'll just let him fuck me up. Like
You're like, with all due respect, sir, sir.
I'm like,
just fuck me up, bro.
Yeah, like I'm not even gonna try to swing. Like I know you're gonna move. Like
you just kind of like. Like you knock the fuck out.
Yeah, you can't. You just can't.
You just can't. Sorry, baby.
You can't. Anyways,
like it's like is that what you mean? Like it's like one of those memes like this guy slaps your ass. Your girl's like this guy slaps your girl's ass. What you doing? And it's like Canelo, and it's like, bro, that's your girl now. You know? Like, I'm sorry. Like, what you want me to do? I'm like, you're Mrs. Alvarez now. You know? I'm sorry.
You just look at him like, that's good, right? Like,
right? Like, do you approve, sir?
Oh shit! Oh, no, we're gonna get in trouble for this.
Yeah, nah, it's fine. Pasa nada.
Zero walks in.
Yeah, right. My wife's actually here right now. She's probably listening. Like, so you're saying all I gotta do is get next to Canelo and slap my ass and we're good? I'm like, that's what I'm saying, babe. Oh man.
But
yeah, we watched the Canelo fight up until we could. I think the last one was in Fort Worth. That one was also 2 hours. It's like because I was the last one of the day. It was 2 hours at the end of the day, so I was already. And that one stretched all the way till 3 a.m. because it was 1 to 3. Like it was very late. But I was just glad to get that one done. You know, they danced a lot. They just wanted to dance mostly.
I started drinking. When I get tired, I start drinking.
Oh yeah, you were drinking a little bit. Well, everybody kind of was. I think I took one shot.
Don Miguel is such a trooper, bro. Like he's like, ¿Quieres otra? So I can ask for one. I'll give it to you. And I'm like, are you my life? I owe you my life.
I owe you my yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and then he did that. I guess that's the thing now.
What?
He was like, "Ahora la boca." I'm like,
Excuse me?
Yeah, so he just like...
Oh, he poured it in your mouth?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I was like, all right. But he did it really slow, so I was choking. Yeah. I was like, do it faster. Yeah.
Yeah. That gig ended up finishing at 3 a.m. I was trying to leave already too. But then like I think Don Luis or somebody was getting a plate of food because I haven't had a whole meal that whole day, and I had already told myself like I'm not gonna get Whataburger because we're gonna wake up tomorrow like 8 a.m. and if I were to eat Whataburger, I'm gonna feel it in the morning. I'm gonna fucking throw up or something. I'm gonna feel like shit. So I was like, I'm not gonna eat food. Like fuck it, I'm just gonna go on like a freaking like a fast. I'm just not gonna eat anything. But no, like Don Luis or somebody, I don't remember if it was Don Luis, but somebody went up to get a plate of food. So I was like, fuck it, let's go get food. Yeah. So we started getting like the brisket and like the potatoes and rice and all that they had there.
The beans were good. They were like barbecue beans apparently.
Yeah, I like those, like the sweet beans. Really, yeah, they kind of throw me off, but I'm like, I like this. You know?
I was hungry, so like, you know.
Yeah, dude, I scarfed it down.
Toda's bueno. Like,
yeah, it was delicious. You know, I've been eating fucking hot dogs all day. You know, like from fucking QT or like chips. You know, so like an actual meal feels so great. You know, to finally get that in your stomach. And keep in mind, this is only half of Mother's Day. You know, we've only done half of Mother's Day at this point. You know, so I think afterwards. Oh, we were walking out and like it was dark because there was no light.
Dude, how you not told me about a trip on them on that guy?
Yeah, so if you looked on the Charro vlog, there was a dude that was like passed out outside of like the house. He was like at the party. I had seen him sitting there, but he was drinking.
I saw him walk out. I'm like, okay, he's going.
Yeah, I saw him walk out. Yeah, he walked out and I didn't see him. I thought he left, you know. But it was dark when we were walking out, but we saw like a figure. Yeah. So I was like, oh, look at it. Because I thought it was like a ghost or something, you know? Because it was like, you know, he was just laying there. And I was like, there's a whole ass body here, bro. It's a fucking ghost. So I was like, shine the light. And then they put on the light and I was like, oh, shit, it's a dude. Like, you good, bro? Like,
dude, his face was so red because he was, era güerillo también.
It's because he was like in a bad position. Obviously,
if you're face up.
Yeah, he was face up. Like if you're under the influence, you shouldn't sleep like that.
Yeah.
So we like asked someone like, hey, like we couldn't move him entre los cuatro, way. He was a big dude, man. Like I mean, Saul's strong, but at what limit? You know.
I kept poking him. I'm like, hey, wait, volteate.
Yeah, we kept trying to like tell him to turn to his side. You know, like this is important. Like
I was poking him the whole time. It was really funny.
Yeah, yeah. And I just remember thinking like, yeah, we have to like move him, dude, or something. Yeah. You know, so. They had his people come out. They tried waking him up. Bitch.
No, I started walking away and I stayed with him. That's when I got the video of him. Like,
yeah, because the other people were coming, so I was like, okay, well, they're good.
But so I stayed there. I had to help him up because he reached for something. And I'm like, I guess, like, I'm just like,
and it's funny because like if he were to like fall over, I told you like you're done, bro.
Yeah.
Like, cause he had to be at least 300 pounds, you know. So like, if he lands on you, like
you're done.
Rip Vic, you know, like R.I.P. Sorry, baby. You know.
Yeah, cause we got him. We got him up, and then I was like, okay, and then he started going like he was just like. And I'm like, nope.
Me voy.
Yeah. I was like, just put him on the tree.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, like. I would tener que amanecer, you know?
Yeah, because when we drove away, like we looked back and he was just on the tree, like sitting down. Like, hopefully he's good, bro. Like, but like his people were there, but they were like trying to wake him up. Like
they left. Like,
oh, did they?
Yeah, I didn't see that it was pitch black until we shone the light on him.
No, I don't remember.
It's because you can't do anything because
he's that big, dude. Like you can't move that.
Even if you do get to move him, how are you gonna get him in a car? You know,
or in a room for that matter. Like to get him to walk and shit. Like nah, dude.
And I mean, you don't want to do that either because he wanted to throw up. Obviously,
yeah.
I left before he could do any of that.
Yeah.
I'm not getting dirty for someone I don't know.
Exactly.
So he just we just left him in the tree, and I'm like, pues I mean, he's seen. Está con familia, you know? Like, va a amanecer en la casa de quién sabe, su tío or something.
Right.
Va a amanecer todo guacareado. He peed on himself.
Yeah.
So I'm like...
Va a amanecer guacareado.
Yeah, dude, like... ¿Qué?
I don't know. It just sounds funny. Man.
He's gonna wake up real norteado. Like.
Yeah, dude. I'm sure, man. He's just gonna wake up like, what the fuck happened, you know? Yeah. Like, what do you mean I'm on the Charro vlog? He's like, subscribe.
Not even. He's like... I'm gonna sue these motherfuckers.
Dude, dislike. But yeah, that was that first day, and then like I said, Sunday we had those serenades in the morning that were all like they were all from that church. So we kind of went like we would play one, then take a break, play one, take a break. We went and ate more QT. The only food that I had eaten, we went to Griff's Hamburgers, which is okay. It's not as good as Whataburger, I'll tell you that. Like, not at all. And you didn't even eat at that point, right?
Yeah, I was fasting. Yeah, I was like, nah, like I can't eat these anymore.
Because at that point we're like kind of sleep deprived. I hadn't gone to the bathroom number 2 in a while, because like you're just sitting in a van, so you're just stacking up all these layers of foods, like it's not good for you. And then like you never get to go to the bathroom properly and stuff like that. So like it's a bad situation, So like I ate the Griff's hamburger, but it was not good, dude. Like it was fine, but it didn't help in any way. You know what I mean? Like the Griff's hamburger is supposed to that mean like a little bit of nutrients or something, but no me ayudó nada,
Mm-hmm.
After that, we went to this one place where it was like super hot. They had like a party, like at the trailer complex, but it was like a room you could rent out.
No.
But it was hot, dude. Like they didn't have the AC on, and there was no fan in there, so it was like hot as fuck in there.
Yeah.
It just felt like húmedo as shit. It just felt like shit in there. And then they locked the door apparently, and they were like, "Fuck, like we're never getting out of here." They like it had fucked up the chapa or something. So it was fucked up, so we didn't know if we were going to make it out. I think the lease opened it, no? Somebody opened it. We got out. Yeah. Thankfully. Obviously, we got out. So that's good. And then we went to this other place. There was already a mariachi there. Or he was like the brother or the husband of the lady that hired us? Yeah. He was like doing a one-man show when we got there. It
was in the blog. It was the one where like the guy was giving our boss a flower.
Oh yeah, they kept throwing like two or three different times. They threw up, some like flowers up to us because they put us on top of like on a driveway. They wanted to look up at us. I don't know. All they saw was my double chin. Really, like,
he wasn't even in their house though. Like that was someone else's driveway.
Yeah, I know. So they were just kind of there. Nothing really happened there other than that broken bottle. That chick was trying to put like a bottle on the top of a dude's head. Oh, and he moved and it was like, poof, and it fucking got everywhere.
It was like a Fanta, I think.
Yeah, it was something. No, it was a Smirnoff, but it's like one of those like the Smirnoff drinks. It was like a yellow one, yeah. And then, but we fucked up because we like double booked, and like while we were at that gig, they called us and they were like, "Hey, like where y'all at?" And we're like, "What do you mean?" Apparently, our boss had scheduled to go there. And then we had taken the gig we were at right there that day.
Yeah, because you thought they canceled or something.
Yeah, so apparently we double booked somehow. So we were like, fuck. Because the next one after that one was supposed to be the last one. So that was the end of the day. We were like, fuck yeah, we're done or whatever. So that one was like at some person's backyard. Nothing really happened there. Oh, other than one of the guys there looked like our violinist. Boyo. So we were like, it's freaking Boyo's like twin, except he's the bad one and the other guy's the good guy. Like... They're both twins because they had the same like facial structure and the facial hair, almost same haircut, same head. It was
same head.
Yeah, like the head shape. Boyo's got like that little skinny head. I don't know.
And that's the legend, bro. Like there's 3 Boyos. Like he's the regular Boyo, and then the other one is like the rich Boyo. But his name is Goyo.
Oh, Goyo.
And then there's a ghetto Boyo. Like his name is Pollo.
Like when you get all 3 of them together, they combine into like Exodia. Like.
Exodia.
Like fucking.
I think you mean the 3-headed blue-eyed something dragon.
White dragon. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That's what it's called. Yeah, the 3 heads.
Yeah.
Except all the other 2 look tough, and then Boyle's like.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I seen that meme.
Oh, the King Ghidorah ones.
I don't know.
The 3-headed dragon. It's
like, one that 2 like tough and one's top in the heel. That top in the heel. Yeah. That's Boyle. Damn. Sorry, I'm sorry for the unintentional roast, bro.
This guy.
He's listening like, I'm never gonna go again.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were supposed to be finished with that last gig, and we ended up having to go to the one we fucked up at. So, went to Lancaster, Texas. We played there, and yeah, they had a drone. That's pretty much everything that happened there.
It was about to commit suicide at one point. It started going like super.
Oh, because it went red. Like that indicates that it's like out of battery. So that shit went like, and then I was like, and then it was like, and I was like, could have died, bro.
Can they cut you? Like, are they that strong?
Yeah, they're whole ass blades, bro. They'll cut you. Yeah, if you're not careful. What's it called? But at that point, I was just ready to go home, dude. Like. It feels like we didn't work all that much, but we did. We were up a lot. We were sleep deprived and stuff like that.
I think we were sleep deprived more than anything.
Yeah, and I was just ready to go home, dude. Like, so when we finally got home, we actually got Whataburger that night.
Oh, yeah.
Me and you both got it. it hit. It felt good to eat it, and I was just ready to get some sleep. Like I really, like I told you, it felt like Mariachi beat me up at the end of the night because like I got home, and like, my wife's like, lie down, and I did, and I could just feel like my legs, like pumping all the blood, like. They're just like, bro, what did you do? Like my body's freaking out. And
they're like, when did it know change? Like,
we need a whole new fucking pelvis for you, sir. Like,
tune up, like
you need a tune up ASAP, bro. If you don't need something green right now, I swear to God,
you need some water, bitch.
Yeah, you cannot keep feeding me greasy Whataburgers. I was like, yes, I can.
Like, what's that? Just like
I need some fiber. I was like, when they get that? I never heard of fiber before. What is
like
that?
more ketchup?
More ranch?
It's like their lid. Their lid.
Yeah, but I was happy to be home, man. And yesterday was actually Mother's Day, like for Mexican mothers. So I just kind of said, gave some flowers to my mom. And because that's really like Mexican Mother's Day, like, and we could have worked because I saw other people they were still working yesterday, and that's great, that you guys still have work. Remember though, you got to take it easy on your body right now that you're young, especially. If anybody that was still working, enjoy it while you can because it does not feel the same now for me now that I'm older.
Pobrecitos, bro. Like there were some that worked 24 hours, and I was like,
yeah.
I would have said no. Like,
yeah, because in the end, it's not like really a competition. Like, oh, we have more hours than you. I'm like,
I mean, it kind of is among them. Like, I don't care.
Oh, among them, yeah.
But I've heard, like, I've been in groups where, like, yeah, estos nomás tocaron 13 horas. And I'm like,
no más? I'm like, bro, that's half a day.
I'm like, es para mejor, cabrón. We're over here getting the same pay for 24 hours.
Exactly. Like, I'm saying just don't kill yourself, right? Like, you can maybe live without those $50-$60, whatever you get paid, right? Like, just take care of your body first and foremost. It's gonna be the mariachi is a long game. It's a big store. Like, it's a long time that you'll be in this business if you're looking to do that. So just take care of your body, mind, and all that stuff. Because it can get rough. Man, I'm feeling it now. Like I told you, I'm more. I make it sound like I'm an old man, but like my body feels like an old man. So like I have to take it easy at some point. Like my shoulders, I told you, were killing me from the strap.
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt like I couldn't move it. Felt like I got another COVID shot or something.
Yeah.
I couldn't move it. So like, just take care of your body. Do what is best for you guys, and I'm glad that everybody got to play. Make some money, spend it wisely as well. Don't do stupid shit. Then yeah, let's get into some Charro chat.
All right.
Yeah, real quick. We're kind of right out of time. We're going to fly by these so that we can get them done as fast as possible for you guys. I know you guys don't like to sit through the podcast too long, so we'll do our best. Emiliano Munoz 456 says, if you played in a band, what instrument would you play? What does he mean, though? Like band? Like band?
I would just quit.
You don't want to play band that bad?
No, well, it depends. If it's banda, like...
Ooh, let's say banda. I like banda.
I would play trumpet.
You play trumpet?
Yeah. I would... Because, I mean, you've heard it. Like, banda, when they play zapateos and shit. Like, it's not like mariachi that's like a deep sound, fat sound. It's, like, really bright.
Mm-hmm.
Like, vibrato's, like, super fast. And it's just,
yeah.
like... It's just really pushy, It's always, like...
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're in, like... hyperactive. He's like,
plus I would like that too because a trumpet is kind of light.
Are you gonna take my answer?
Yeah, I like trumpet. I would love to play trumpet. It looks easier to play than violin. I just triggered all the trumpet players, but I feel like I could learn trumpet maybe, but it's a light instrument. You know what I mean? So you can, how like Don Miguel and Arturo, our boss, like they'll kind of dance around the whole time. You can do that like in the banda a little bit easier than you would like if you were the tuba player. You know what I mean? That's just heavy as fuck. Same thing with like maybe the trombones that they use. They're probably heavier. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to break my back. So like when you carry a trumpet, you just feel like you're casual, bro. You just over here like, sup, bro? I play trumpet. Yeah.
That's the only reason?
Yeah, and because I like the way like your reasons as well. But I love the trumpet sound. You know what I mean? Especially in banda, it does change. It's not mariachi for sure.
Yeah.
Completely different sound. But also because of how casual you could be with it, you could dance with it, and you not get as tired as like. I'm not playing tuba, bro. Like I'll tell you that right now. If I'm as big as the tuba, you know what I mean? It's like be carrying me on my shoulder. Like that's not helping me at all, you know. So
I don't think it works like that though, because I mean my bass is lighter than like a trumpet, but it's all wood at the same time. So I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I don't know. At fat ass skate says, have you ever been paid in anything else other than money?
No.
So jewels, etc.
No.
Like when I read jewels, I thought of like gem, like the one from Titanic where it's like the blue heart.
Oh, the blue diamond.
Of the ocean or whatever, like that, like precious jewels.
I think it means like conspiracy. Cryptocurrency.
Crypto, like get Bitcoin, like
right?
1 hour for one Bitcoin.
Nah,
I don't know. I mean, I only deal with hard cash, you know, like like it has to be cash, bro, like or at least Zelle or whatever. But
or food.
I've never been paid in food. Fuck that. Like I'd rather get the money and pay for my own food though.
I'm like fuck. Like I've been bamboozled.
Yeah, it was like a caiman you board for. It's like, look, you know, you don't have this kind of food at home, and you're like, damn, you're right. And he's like taking home your $300. Like
he's already making like $2,000.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I haven't been paid anything other than that. If you got paid with anything other than
I'm taking money.
You're taking money regardless.
Anything else?
I'd take like a car. Like even
how many hours you gotta play?
Right? I'll take a gift card if it's like to Best Buy or something. No?
Nope.
No?
Money.
Or Walmart?
Money, please.
Okay, I guess whatever. A lot of these questions we're not answering them just because they're relating to topics we already said. So like Lola Muffin says, how y'all hanging after Mother's Day weekend? Any sleep? You heard we slept.
I'm back.
All right.
Yeah, I feel pretty good now.
Yeah, like the day after, I felt like shit, right? Like I felt like I got beat up. Like, and you know, even today I kind of feel it, you know, but your body recuperates, right? Like those 3 days that we were working continuously, like it does take a toll on you, but it's like the human body. It always comes back, you know, it can
regenerate.
No,
recuperate.
Recuperate. I can't say it. Rejuvenate. There it is. Rejuvenate. Fuck, I just said it.
So you're younger?
I feel better after a day.
Okay.
I'll just say it like that. I can't fucking talk. But yeah, like your body will get better eventually. So we're feeling good. Thank you for asking though. What are some SJP says, what are some of your favorite or funniest nicknames in the Charro community? I think we answered this, but I don't remember.
I remember I didn't have one, but I have one now.
What is it?
The one that they call someone El Veloz.
El Veloz?
Sí, porque es cojo.
¿Es cojo?
Yeah, like he está en muletas. Like he has to like.
Oh, he's got.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
because of that, I call him El Veloz.
El Veloz?
Yeah, that's funny because he's not fast.
Oh, because you can't.
Yeah, I mean, Mexican nicknames are about that, you know, like your weaknesses. So like, you know.
Well, I'm thinking of like, because I think last time I said El Mantecas.
Oh.
So his weakness is lard.
Yeah, well, something that is not a positive thing to you, you know.
It's like if you
or like your opposite, like they call like fat people like, hey flaco, you know.
I've heard también I think there's a guy that used to have like buck teeth, like they would come out a little bit. They call them el dientes.
Yeah,
and it's like they're pointing out the obvious. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I was like,
they're taking an insecurity from you, and they're giving you your nickname.
Or like if you're ugly as fuck, te llaman el guapo.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I know from personal experience.
I'm like, hola guapo.
I'm like, fuck you, bro.
But yeah.
Oh man,
that's a funny one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, funny nicknames. That guy Merrick says, do you have Mother's Day emergency kits like water, snacks, chanclas, and meds? Like we said, y'all act like y'all went to war or some shit. Like we pretty much just went in there cold. Like we don't prepare for this, I guess, the way you guys do. Or maybe y'all do get snacks and water and all that, but I don't. It's just like I mentally prepare myself. Like I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna play Mother's Day. Here we go. Fuck, and that's it. You know, that's as far as I get. But that's pretty much it. No, if to answer your question, no, we don't pack anything. There's probably like a tequila bottle in the van, and that's it. You know.
We didn't have one this week, though.
Yeah, we didn't have one this week. Carla Graham says, Whitewater burger's so whack. You want to know why? Because you got the driest fucking hamburger I ever seen in my life. She posted that picture, bro, and it was like the bun, tomato, lettuce, and meat. Yeah. Like, there's nothing in that burger. Whataburger is about the variety that you can get there. Like, you're supposed to go there and get something that you like. It's like Burger King. You have it your way, except it doesn't taste like Burger King. So you, like, for me, like, I have to put cheese on it. I put bacon on it. I put like jalapenos in there. Grilled jalapenos are not raw. You can put like grilled onions on there. You can put onion rings in your burger. You can put ketchup, spicy ketchup, ranch. You know, all these different things that they have there, right? So it's like, that's why you didn't like Whataburger. You got, if there wasn't even any cheese on it. You ain't got no cheese in here.
I already roasted her, so.
Yeah. So you're like, she knows.
Yeah. She's asking for it at this point, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just going to stay quiet.
So if you don't like Whataburger, it's your own fault. Yeah. It really is. Like, that's just all I got to say.
It's like, not in and out like basic guys. It's just like it's 1, 2, 3, and you can't. That's it.
Like, tell me that an In-N-Out is good if you put those exact same ingredients. Just the lettuce, just the meat. No secret sauce. I know they have secret sauce on there. Take off the cheese, take off the secret sauce. It's going to taste like a plain-ass burger.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's the same shit. In-N-Out makes it an In-N-Out when you put the cheese, the onion, the tomato, all that, and then that secret sauce. And then you can't tell me that those fries are good. Tell me right now that those fries are good. They aren't, okay? And that's as much as I'll say about the subject. That's all I'm saying. If you don't like Whataburger, it's your fault.
Boom.
Uriel Arechiga says, do you ever just listen to your personal music like rock, other genres, and interpret on your vihuela or bass? Yeah.
That's all you. That's the whole point.
Yeah. Because, I mean, obviously you take inspiration from everything you do, right? So, like...
it's very subconscious, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because one day you just hear, you're like, what if this works? I do it all the time.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's a 50-50, to be honest. Because sometimes I'm like, that's kind of cool. And then the other time, like, you and Arturo are just like, ¿qué está haciendo este pendejo? Like,
what the fuck was that, bro?
Yeah.
The fuck was that?
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, I think that's a good way to broaden your horizons, right? Because I've always said that, like, someone that only listens to mariachi and only mariachi, it's not bad, but you are limiting yourself. There's so much more music out there, you know, and a lot of the times you don't know you like it until you actually listen to it. You know, music has been around since fucking, I don't even know. Don't even ask me. It's been around for a while, right? So there's a lot of resources out there. There's a lot of different genres, you know. Don't close yourself off to one genre of music, you know. Look into many different types, especially the ones that you may not from the get-go. Like, if you really don't like country, at least listen to some other types of country and then see if you really, really don't like it. You know what I mean? Because, like, to this day, I still say I don't really like country music, but my favorite artist is Turnpike Troubadours, who are basically country artists. But when I hear them, it doesn't sound like country to me. See what I'm saying? So, like, you have to broaden your mind a little bit. Otherwise, I would have never discovered them, right? It was mostly my boy Toast, shout out. But he brought them up to me, and I would just keep hearing them, and I'm like, damn, this shit kind of go hard, you know? And it took me a while to realize that. You know what I mean? Don't close yourself off of all music, you know? Give it all a chance. And next thing you know, sometimes you might find stuff in there that you like, and you're like, damn, I can play this on my vihuela, you know? I've heard things in rock that I'll try fucking around on my vihuela. Sometimes it doesn't work, you know, but it still gives you like a way to like find another outlet for music other than mariachi. Mariachi in itself is just like an extension of a bunch of different types of music. You know what I mean? And that's what innovates it. So like, look at something else. You know, don't close yourself off to one genre of music. There's so many for a reason. You know what I mean? You got anything to say?
What you said.
You're like, same.
Yeah. Like, I'll give examples, but I don't have a base. So.
Yeah. Fuck, we need to go quick. El Famoso James says, can Vic show us his technique on how he plays guitarrón and what warm-ups he uses?
He's like, you want me to show you so you won't do it? I'm not a bass player, bro. Like I just do it because es lo que se necesita, you know.
Yeah.
Like people are coming for. I'm just a handyman, you know.
Yeah, jack of all trades kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm just there to fill in a spot that's needed. Like but no go like. I'm just there to work, you know.
It's because we kind of talked about this before. Like maybe in the past you did like warm ups and stuff like that, you know. But now since you're more of a working man, I don't do many warm ups. A lot of the times, all I do is tune and boom, let's go, you know. And maybe 3 songs in, you know, I start feeling, you know, a little bit better.
Point is, don't ask me. Like,
yeah,
find someone else.
He's like, find someone that is actually
that will help you.
Yeah,
I'm about to give you like carpal tunnel, like, you know.
He's like, instructions unclear. Now I have HIV.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
I'm like a tree that got crooked. Yes, it's like though, you
know. But everybody's like, oh, it's a nice tree. It's all right, I guess.
And then he cuts it down.
Yeah, he cuts it down. Cuando te cortan. Yeah. But yeah, that's for Vic. Have you ever ripped your traje?
I'm about to, as you can see in the last vlog.
Yeah, that blue traje is fitting tight on him, and it's
my legs are a lot bigger than that. It's just constricted.
Yeah,
like
you have no fucking blood flow down there, so it's like, pues ya que,
as
you know.
Can see by my walk.
Yeah. Virtuoso says, is it okay to deny El Mariachi Loco to clients? Fuck yeah, that's our whole point.
We don't deny him. We show him a different way, you know. You don't just have to dance to Mariachi Loco. There's other cumbias.
Right, exactly. Fuck, man, these confessions. There are a lot of clients that don't know me, and I don't know them at all. Oh no, there are a lot of clients that know me, and I don't know them at all, but I act like I know them. Well, yeah, that happens all the time, dude. Like, there's that guy that comes to the restaurant every Friday. And he's like, no, he comes with his wife.
Oh, sí.
I don't know to this name. I don't really know his name or his wife's name. But they all come up to you like, hey, ¿qué pasó?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, ¿qué onda, güey?
Super cool. Like, you would think, like, cuando me saluda, you would think we're like the best of friends.
Yeah, you would think we're fucking boys and shit. But if you ask me, if you had a gun to my head and you're like, what's his name? And I'm like, fuck.
You shoot him, bro. Like,
I'm like, rip, bro. Like, I don't fucking know his name, you know? But it's like that, you know? Sometimes you don't need to know their name. You know, it's all based off of your people skills, you know? Like, you know, that's also what helps out, you know, the mariachi. They're like, oh, this mariachi's cool, you know, you can just talk to them or whatever. Like, we have a lot of people like that come to the restaurant, and they know our boss especially. He has great people skills, right? So like they all come up to him to be like, hey, Roberto, ¿qué pasó? You know, and they're all cool with him. And you know, that comes from people skills. Obviously, don't be an asshole to people, you know, especially like when they're just trying to say what's up, you know. So that's kind of how I see it. So like, even though you don't know them personally by your name, act like you do, man. I mean, they're people. They're just trying to say what's up. So that's just kind of how I look at it. And then the last one, this dude said. So on the thing I put that you'd roundhouse somebody if y'all don't ask questions. You know what a roundhouse is, right? So this person said, "Can Vic roundhouse me?"
What, that face? Cause he has that crazy face going on.
You
good, bro?
They want you to kick him.
Cause
you do it for a Scooby snack?
I'll do it for $5.
You're like, he's like, bet. Appreciate you.
Yeah. He's like, aquí me lo.
Pow, right in the kiss. Last one. I was at a gig with my group in the middle of a gig, and I needed to go to the bathroom, so I went, and they played a song. They played Niño Perdido, and me as a trumpet player, I played the solo to go hide. They were teasing me to play out of the bathroom, so I played it from the bathroom. My diaphragm was working twice as hard that day.
Like, no,
I mean, if you're blowing, does your from like?
I would think so, no?
Open up.
Open up? I think it would clutch, you know?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because you're pushing with your air, so like, you need to have it closed, otherwise.
Looking, shit.
Se cae todo.
He's like, ando tapado. Congrats, dude. I don't know how you did it. I couldn't do that. You know what I mean?
Like
Respect. Respect plus, like on GTA San Andreas.
Yeah.
But yeah, chingon. How do we feel about this episode, Vic?
It's good. No me acuerdo. Oh, that's a thing though. Like, since me desvelo mucho, like my memory's not very good.
Oh yeah.
Like I keep forgetting shit, and that's not me.
No, I think it's a good episode. We talked about a lot today.
Yeah, it's a good
episode. Remember, guys, please like, share, subscribe. the podcast as much as you can. All those likes and shares like really help us out.
Do it for a Scooby snack.
Do it for a Scooby snack. It just get us out there. You know what I mean? We're trying our best to get as much content as out. So pay attention to subscribe. Sorry for the Charro vlogs, for the reacts, which we'll do another one soon. Just need to plan it out. Really, the podcast every week, every Wednesday.
Just think about it, bro. If you shout us out, we share the shout outs so you get more followers because they're like, oh, this guy's kind of cool. You know, he listens to a podcast.
Here's the only thing I ask you. If you listen to the podcast, you enjoy it, even just a little bit. You've listened to more than 2 or 3 episodes. You know, if you enjoy it, tell your friend. Tell somebody, right? Tell somebody that might enjoy it as well. I had one person, her name is Samantha, hit me up the other day. She was listening. They were watching the Arturo Vargas episode on the way to a gig. That was awesome because I was like, that's cool. Like, she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to tell him, hey, y'all should watch this. But the fact that she did, that like gets me hyped because that's like, hey, look, like we're branching out to people that we wouldn't to before, you know. So the only I'd say it every week, but the only way for us to really get any bigger or like get shared amongst more audiences is with you guys. So if you guys enjoy this show for what it is, show it to somebody. That's all we ask.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it, and we'll keep going. You know, we'll do our best.
Yeah. Pues, ya que.
yeah, pues ya que. Road to 52, which is a year, so we're almost there. Anything else you want to say?
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you guys for watching, subscribing, liking, rating on Apple Podcasts, and we will see you guys next week.
Good night. No. Oh, that's for us.
Bye. Yeah, you can go sleep. I'll do it for a Scooby snack. All right, you guys take it easy. We appreciate you. Goodbye.
I take a nap. I nap right here. That little girl?
Yeah. I'll take a nap here.
Good night.
Good night.